What is okay, so we're here today and welcome to Expanded Week, right? The Expanded Week, the week that we only post expanded decks for 5 days, and this is always just before the new set comes out. So, welcome to one. You saw we kicked him off with Expanded Final Pokemon Tournament, and now here we are in Expanded Deck. So, this is a deck that I've used during Finite Pokemon, and honestly, this is really toxic deck, I'm not gonna lie, but it's a deck that can, even in the current circumstance, if you go first, you can still win the game before your opponent plays any card. How do we do that? Well, great question. So let's run through the deck. So the main attacker of the deck is actually Mook and Alolan Mook for the poison absorption, severe poison, but also for a nasty goo mix. Of course, poison absorption, so you hit 120, but you heal 100 if your opponent's Pokemon is poisoned. Nasty goo mix, if you have 4 energies, it doesn't matter what type of energy it is, you do 15 poison counter. Like you give 15 poison counters on your opponent's Pokemon, and they are paralyzed. So that is one of the attacks that we will be using. So every single turn the poison is gonna happen. But how do you actually win, right? How do you win if your opponent has a Pokemon, like they just played one Pokemon, because they're going second? Great question. So this is a strategy old as the world, and what we're going to be using are Vipers, right? So they are basic Pokemons, but because of their ability more poison, you put one more damage counter on your opponent's poison Pokemon. That is first, you will see that in the gameplay portion, actually, me searching for them, but this is the first of 3 things you have to have during your opening hand, or, maybe the Dene will give you that. Second thing is Hypnotoxic Laser. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned, and of course, they flip a coin if they are asleep or not. So, turn 1, we have Vipers, we poison our opponent's Pokemon, so the damage is kind of there, but maybe may not be enough. That's why we do actually have Verbank City Gym, so put 2 more damage counters on poison Pokemon. So now you kind of see where we're going. So with 1 Verbank and 3 Vipers, that is 5 damage, 5 poison counters. With 4, that is 6. And majority of the time, let's be honest, like Esper here, those are like 6-5 HP mods that are on the board, and you can actually really mess your opponent up. Of course, later in the game, still, any additional poison is great, putting your opponent to sleep, just stalling maybe the game a bit, but just getting that poison through, and of course healing yourself with the poison absorption. Also, as you notice, we do have Esper, and Esper here is actually for the ear kinesis. So this attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon for each damage counter they have. So let's say they have 100 damage counters, you deal 200 damage. Because, they will retreat probably at a certain point, so you want to do that. Also, if you're going second and they don't have any basic Pokemon, we can go with the Shackle with a triple poison, which says that your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned, but put 3 damage counters. So on top of what you have with Vipers and Verbank, you have additional 3 coming through, which is great. So this is all about poison, and let's go card by card, because honestly, it's a fun deck, and you'll see in the gameplay portion if you haven't seen Friday Night Pokemon. So we do have 11 Pokemons, 37 trainer cards, and 12 energy. Starting from the left, we got Shackle GX, of course, also for the ability of Protective Shell for the early turns. That says prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon that have 2 or fewer energies. Great against Baby Necrozma. 1 Dedenne GX, 1 Esper, 3 Alolan Mook and Mook, 4 Vipers, and 1 Tapu Lele GX. If you want, you can actually go for 2 Dedennes. You can go for, instead of Tapu Lele, you can go for upcoming Crobat, but also for Shaman EX. I just went that way due to the fact that I can just go for the Cherish Ball as well, because I wanted to play Gold Cherish Ball. But you can go that way, right? So Tapu Lele, Dedenne, structure, Dedenne has to be there, because it just refreshes your hand, turn 1. If you still want the better refreshment. You know, the Shaman is going to be a great idea here instead of Tapula if you go first. Upcoming Crobat, right, from Darkness Ablaze, those are going to be great cards to add. Then we got, of course, 1 Cherish Ball, 4 Hypnotoxic Laser. You have to have 4. The same goes to Verbank City Gym. 4. No more, no less. You can't have more, but like no less. Then we have 3 Mysterious Treasures, 2 Nest Balls, and here, if you want, you can get rid of them and go for 4 Quick Balls. I just like to have 2 of them, but remember, it puts stuff on the bench, not to your hand. So if you're searching for the Dene or Lele, it's not gonna work. Alright, we got Odapad, of course, to search for the laser, 3 Pokegears 3.0 with 3 Pokemon Communications, 2 Quick Balls, 1 Rescue Stretcher, 1 Tag Switch, because sometimes, you know, you want to switch the energy in between the Muk. We've got 4, as I said, 4 Vilbank City Gyms, 1 Acerola, 1 Colress, especially after I played a few of decks that, you know, have like huge bench. Colress is amazing, so definitely Colress. 4 Cynthias, actually sorry, 3 Cynthias, my mistake, 3 Cynthias, 2 Koga's Trap for poison and the confusion, 2 Sycamores, but you can go with Magnolia, you can go with Juniper, it's the same card mechanically. 2 Poison Bobs, so if someone attacks you, they are poisoned, so they might want to avoid that poison. 4 DCEs, 2 Horror Energies, and 6 Psychic type energies. That is a whole deck. Let's move on to the gameplay portion and let's have some fun with it. What word do you want me to teach you? I can go with card. So card is carta, right? Like Magna Carta, right? Like, you know that. So it's carta. Carta. Yep, like precisely that. With the K. K-A-R-T-A. Yeah, carta. And 2 cards is carte. So you got an I. So you got like this Y, right? So you got this ending. Dude, I think, please, I think I can win. No, it's this. Please, let him not have anything. And I might win. Yeah, because like in Poland, like we cut the ending of the word, right? And we changed that. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. I mean... if I could be more... Dude. That's... yeah. Well, I don't know what to say to my opponents, besides sorry. Oh, that's a toxic deck, dude. Literally, that is a toxic deck. I like it. I genuinely like it. So... no, like birds, you know, like the insects that are flying. Let's go like that. I just don't like it. I have a paranoia, and no, I just like And that's because of last year we had an hornet nest right there when there's our balcony. Above balcony we got an hornet's nest, and those, if you think that was big, like they were like, you know, I don't know if they were like drinking whatever Bane and Batman was drinking to get that buffed, but they were like crazy. They were literally half of the size of my phone, like that big. And I'm like, oh no, oh no. Like, you see, like, that's the thing, like, spiders I like, you know, spiders I can hold, you know, they're fine. I'm not, you know, I'm not afraid of spiders, afraid of everything else. Okay, we're gonna go laser. So yeah, so as you suggested, we did nothing to it, right? You know, I haven't, you know, like, I literally just, you know, just like tried from just little move so it can just fly away and live where it lives, you know, and be fine, you know, have a nice family of 3, and, you know, maybe have a great wife. Who knows? Who knows? Right, but holy moly, that scared me. But you see, like I told you, I knew the noise, like the double tap, like bzz, bzz, like it was, those were not sparks. It came from like that side, but I think it hit like boxes of Funko Pops. That was that. And this is the first day where we don't have like this, you know, this net that is on the balcony, so nothing can come through because it broke yesterday. So yeah. But ugh. If it's a queen, there should be... I don't think that was a queen. This one looked regular. I don't think it was a queen. Okay, I think I know what I... Yeah, there's gonna be one more change to this deck that I'm gonna make. 1/1, sure. I need switches. So, or a float stone at least. Well, but like this one, I think I saw this one like a few days ago, so I'm not sure that was a queen. But who knows? I'm gonna let her live. You know, she doesn't deserve to have a terrible fate. But that was a horrifying experience. I think I need a coffee. Dude, I haven't even talked... Alright, so we are hour and a half into a stream, and I have a full mug of coffee. Something is not right. Something is not right today. Thanks, Spider. Okay, so what we're gonna do is another horror energy, colorless. The bank. The Dene. I'm like, I know that in terms of, you know, things that are like flying around and, you know, that we see here, that's a knockout. There's gonna be more and more things I haven't seen in my entire life due to the climate change, right? So because of that, you know, like they already said, there are some species that, you know, they were never in Poland and now they are. So those might be one of those, and yeah. That was a great usage, by the way, of a GX. I'm a bit scared here, but he can only do 160. He might go for the GX though. We'll see. I feel like he was, you know, he was really counting on that Tapu Koko. And the fact that he used Tapu Koko to knock out Viper is just... I'm not a huge fan of... By the way, shiny one. Not a huge fan of movements like that, you know, just doing that so he can knock... No, it's... Nah. Not for me. So, yeah. So internet is fine, everything is fine. We got terrified moments. What is VOD review? You're sending me a video and I'm watching it, and I'm like, you know, if that's a gameplay footage, I will actually, you know, tell you what you should do, what you should not do, you know, tell you all of that and all about that, and yeah, that's literally it. Have you seen 1-foot lizard with 2 tails? There are no, I mean, there are like only small lizards in Poland. There are no like big lizards, so I haven't seen one. But, you know, Everything is before me, right? You know, it might change. It actually might happen. But like never again. I mean, you know, you saw last year. Oh, it was last year. Or it was like, yeah, it was like last November when birds attacked me on the balcony. Because like, you know, because they were like birds and they were like, you know, trying to get like trying to have house on our balconies, and we're like every time they're trying to, we're trying to like, you know, move like them so they will not build a house on our balcony. Yeah, the bird trio. And I went there. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna tell them shush, so they will not build a house. And you know, and that was like a weird scene when there's like bird on bird action, and I'm like, oh no, wow. Ooh. And I'm like shush, and they like went at me like, oh, you know, I think it's in the VOD somewhere. You can actually see it. Like no bird was harmed, right? We're not harming any living thing. I just don't want them to. By the way, Isarola, to have, you know, a nest on my balcony, because I know. Because this is a huge problem actually in Poland. You know, they do those nests on the balconies, and then the balconies are just completely messed. You can't go there. You know, you have eggs, and you know when they have eggs, it's like. Oh, let's have some fun. So yeah, so Tom, tell Zilla to, like, you know, if you have like a mailbox or something, you know, to like stuck her finger in and check if there's mail. It kind of sounded bad, I know, but like literally, that's what I want you to do. Alright, get a shower before that, of course, you know, get a shower. The shower is important. That was bad, Mario. I thought it was good. I genuinely thought I did well with that Mario impression. It's a me. No, it's a me, Mario. Maybe that was better? I don't know. Hard to tell. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. That's not working. That's bad. I mean, I have a good humor, but yeah, I will stop. All right. I'm so sorry, Ref. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna time. Well, there you have it, you know, the beginning of the expanded week with the poison deck. I don't know what deck is gonna be next, I kinda know, but we'll say tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. You know, I can't wait for Darkness Ablaze. I think you can't as well. And I think expanded is a nice format for this week, you know, on stream and here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, good night. You know, 5% discount code is down there below, right? Down there below. And also all the links to Twitch and to other like TCG player. Goodbye, good night. Take care. Raven loves you. Bye.